So, like, what part of the answer is, like, I'm trying to keep it as brief as possible because I'm fucking pissed off as fuck at these guys. I'm just like, I don't want to give them any more of my time than I have to fucking give them.
With the exit survey, whatever.
Yeah. So, it's like
How is it like a multiple choice thing, or you have opportunity to do like free like free text, whatever?
yeah, you have the opportunity to free text and whatnot. It's basically like they'll ask you like, hey, is this why you're leaving your job? They give you yes or no. If yes is the answer, please explain why. So, question one: Are you leaving because of job duties, responsibility, content? I said yes. It seems like every month our jobs are getting new responsibilities, quick training on the subject, and then thrown to the wolves. Also, no pay increase for extra responsibilities.
Mm.
Number two, promotion, advancement, and/or career opportunities, not what desired or expected. Yes. Anytime I applied for advancement in the company, I was declined despite my stats in the call center being above average.
Mm.
Let's see. Lack of training or orientation required to perform on the job? No. Whatever. Fuck off. Um, Work policies, practices, and processes? Yes. That's a big old yes. I said, it says yes. Okay, please explain. I said, this company does not care about employee mental health. Baking cookies and taking a walk does not cheer up somebody who has been verbally abused by a member. And a supervisor tells you basically tough shit, suck it up. It would have been great if the upper honchos had taken the time to meet with employees one-on-one to talk with them to see how shit could improve around there. They won't. They won't because they don't care. They only like to brag about how many members the territory has.
I don't know why, but when you said that thing about our employees don't care, or your you don't care about your employees, it reminded me of. Do you remember? I don't remember when it was. It was I think Hurricane Katrina or something like that. When Kanye West
Yeah, George
and
Bush
Mike
does not
Myers.
care about black people.
George Bush does not care about black people, and the look on Mike Myers' face.
Yeah.
I don't know why it reminded me of that, but like your company does not care about its employees. I just picture somebody somewhere in an office like having that Mike Myers face. I
No,
hope anyway.
no, they're not going to because again, they don't care.
Yeah.
Let's see, number
It's
five.
wishful thinking.
Number five, supervision or management? Yes.
Yes.
Supervisor, and I gave the supervisor's name, did not give a shit about personal issues or if members were abusing you. She only cared
Did you
about
say
the.
give a shit about? Did you say that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Said supervisor, gave her name, did not give a shit about personal issues or if members were abusing you. She only cared about the stats of her team and that you were on the phone on time. She also docked me points on my review for not taking voluntary extra hours. Let's see, coworkers or peers? No. Lack of recognition, appreciation, support? Yes. When previous supervisor's name was my supervisor, she always walked around to the members on the team and asked how they were doing because she legitimately cared about us. After she left to work another position, new supervisor, did not do any of this. Any real recognition stopped, no bonus gift cards, no supervisor asking if I was okay. Let's see, number 8, lack of communication. Yes. upper management would barely communicate new policies to us. Instead, what would happen is they would send the info to supervisors. The supervisors would inform us, and they wouldn't have much information. Like if you would follow, like if you got an email from the upper honchos, like, "Hey, this is what we're going to be doing," and if you ask the supervisor, like, "Well, we don't know. We don't. It's kind of a new thing. We're not very sure right now." It's like, well, god damn it, man.
So you don't know, but you're expecting me to know what to do about it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Glad we got that squared away.
Yeah. Poor work environment, morale. Yes. Let's see. I left on medical leave twice because of the stress from members abusing me on the phone. Supervisors did not care. See answers for questions 4, 5, and 7. Let's see. Jobs security concerns. No. Work schedules, work hours, work-life balance. Yes. Having no consecutive days off barely allowed me to get things done on my personal time off. Club did not seem to care about personal time. If they could have you on the phone 24 hours a day, they'd make you. Let's see, number 12, workload, unreasonable or excessive mental or physical job demands. I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
I could not click that button hard enough.
Yeah, I think I broke it. It's broken.
My button is sick.
I have to go home. My exit interview is sick. Now, are you leaving because of supervisors, management, or You're nothing but a bunch of egg-sucking dogs.
Oh man, if only you put that, man. You're nothing but a bunch of egg-sucking dogs. Oh man.
Dude, when I first got, like, just Jesus Christ, man, like, just like thinking back, like all the fucking like anger and cursing and whatnot, like, man, like even Jim Cornette would have looked at me and just like, hey buddy, just tone it down a little bit.
You're offending me.
Like,
I
yeah,
should tell you something.
even I think you're being excessive here.
Geez, sorry, Jimmy.
Let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. So please explain. Workload would increase. It would seem every few months. This job mentally broke me because we did not hire more people, even when we knew it was, quote, our busy season. Let's see. Compensation, salary, pay. Yes. Bonus pay changed from being based month to month to being based on the previous 3 months. So what they would do is, like, originally they would, take all of your stats for like the previous month, and then at the end of like the next month, they would give you a bonus based on that. They changed it up so then it would be based on the previous 3 months. And if your, stats ranged in like, this percentage range, this is how much you got. If it ranged from another percentage range, you got more. Things like that. I'm like, you guys, this sucks. Do better. Jesus Christ.
Do better.
Let's see. Did you leave for reasons unrelated to the place where I was working? No. Did you share your concerns with your supervisor, before leaving to see if anything could be done to address your issues? I broke the yes button on that one.
Constantly.
Goddamn, motherfuckers! Didn't let me have cheeseburgers at work, motherfuckers! So I said yes. I spoke with supervisor, her name, a few times regarding members being verbally abusive to me and other team members. She told me that I just needed to be more empathetic and understanding of the member's situation. As mentioned earlier, she does not care, nor does she show empathy towards any personal issues that I had. Let's see. Which of the following describes your employment status after leaving this company? It's either working for another organization in the same industry, working for another organization but not in the same industry, not working after leaving the organization. Put down working for another organization, not in the same industry. Then they ask, is your new position a similar skill level job or position, a promotion? Neither of the above. Lesser skill, not comparable to previous work experience, whatever. Fucking put that. Is your pay with your new employer much less, over 10% less? Less 1% or 10% less, about the same, more 1 to 10% more, a lot more, over 10% more. Are your benefits...
Boy, are they fucking nosy.
Yeah, like, well, are your benefits with the new employer much less, about the same, better, much better? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't get benefits for fucking 90 days, you pieces of shit.
Right.
Let's see. During your employment, were you aware of any unethical, illegal, or unsafe practices? Other than not caring about fucking mental health and, employees, an employee like myself fucking abusing myself? No, absolutely not. Okay. What did you like most about working for the organization? That I could work from home and had a supervisor that cared about me, and I put the previous supervisor's name. Would you recommend this company as an employer to others? No.
Mm-hmm.
Would you consider working for us in the future? No.
No.
Let's see. Here's very last question.
Oh no. This is gonna be the gold of the episode.
This is gonna be, yeah. I was like, this is gonna be the, like, if I'm gonna write a novella, it's gonna be for this fucking thing. What suggestions do you have to make the organization a great place to work? I can hear the gears just turning in your head, just going. Like anything.
Yeah, pick one.
Yeah,
pick
fucking
something.
anything.
Where do we begin?
Yeah, don't. Yeah, I'll further elaborate here. I put down, when you say you care about your employees, actually fucking mean it. Do more than just say, let them wear a Hawaiian shirt on a random Friday for Employee Appreciation Day, or tell us, oh, sorry, this member was abusive, so on Thursday we're passing around freeze pops. I said, stand up for your employees and help them in regards to members abusing them. Otherwise, all our members know is that they can scream and curse at us, and we can't/won't do anything about it other than confirm that their shit does not stink. If the shoe were on the other foot and I were to treat a member the way they treat us, I'd have been fired. So, to
Yeah.
reiterate, no consequences for our members, consequences for employees only. This is not a way to care about your employees, end quote. Where is it? I doubt anything I've written here will, in this exit interview, will have any effect on anything that happens because this company does not care, and that sucks. End of exit interview.
End of exit interview. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that they take that shit to heart, but I think we both know that,
Nothing is going to come from it. Nothing.
No, it never does. It never does because it's too easy. Things work for them the way it is. That's the thing. As long as it keeps working for them, they'll keep doing it.
Yeah.
Jesus!
It's... I don't know, man. And it's fucking embarrassing.
What do you like most about working at this job? When I get to go home.
Yeah, that's what Dude, where the fuck were you like a day ago? Bruce, what would you put down for this? Fucking leaving?
Yeah. What do you like most about this job? This exit interview.
It's like I should have put down like a modified Bret Hart quote. Like, this company, love it or leave it. Well, I'm gonna love leaving it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, man. Just the whole thing was just fucking embarrassing.
The thing is, like, it all they ever do is lip service, man. They never actually do anything that makes you feel like they actually give a shit. They do enough to make you think and you know what? For a long time, like, I would hear things like, oh, you're going to love this person, this new manager or whatever. You're going to love this. You're going to love that. We're making a lot of good change. And I would send things out and then not hear things back. And, because they're like, we want your feedback. We want your feedback. And I would send it out and they would get it and then nothing would happen. And, I went through it almost felt like an abusive relationship where it's like, no, things are going to get better. And then they don't. It's like, no, things are going to get better, I swear. And then they don't. And then, like, a few times I went back and kept going back because I'm stupid. And, I don't know what it is. But
that's why we're friends,
I kept
man.
thinking, hey, this is going to make a difference. And at some point, maybe it was the 1,000th time, whatever it was, I'm just like, they just don't give a fuck. They're just going to keep feeding me. They're treating me like a mushroom. They're feeding me shit and keeping me in the dark, to quote The Departed, Yeah. Because that's what works. They don't need to care. So they're not going to care. They're not getting paid to care. So they're not gonna.
See what happens?
Yeah.
They'll tell you they do.
What happens,
but
Larry?
at the end of the day, do your job, shut up, and go home.
Yeah, and I hate that mentality of like, well, there are people without work, so you should just, you should be thankful that you're getting a paycheck and blah, 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 blah. And like, well, okay, number one, like, yeah, the benefits are cool. Like, I only pay like $10 copay to go see my therapist. Wonderful. But you guys don't pay me nearly enough to fucking to fucking live on. Like,
and especially for the amount of like abuse that there should be like for emergency dispatch or people like in the position that you were at where it's it's likely to be a more high risk or not high risk, but I guess high risk or high anxiety, high stress jobs. They should pay more,
They should.
Like if my job entails being dangled over a volcano, I don't expect to be making, fucking McDonald's money.
No.
And obviously you weren't doing something anywhere near that, but like at the same time, if you're getting, verbally abused day in and day out, like call after call, then I don't think it's unreasonable for you to expect compensation for that in some way.
Yeah, and I mean...
Because you have to... fuck. At the very least, they could pay for you to go to therapy. Because if you have to go to therapy because your job is this fucking bad that you need to do it, why can't they pay for... Like, you said, hey, I only have to pay $10. Why should you have to pay anything? Especially if it's because of your job. No, fuck that. It should be free.
Yeah. It should be. But... it's also one of the things, like, I don't care if, like, the supervisor even told me, like, the second one, she's like, well, we get our fair share of stuff, and I'm like, yeah, but you guys are supervisors, like, you guys can hang up on people if it gets bad enough. I've seen you guys do it. I've heard you do it.
Yeah.
Like, shit gets bad enough, you can be like, you know what, I'm going to end this phone conversation if you curse at me one more time. Person curses at him another time, okay, we're done here, thank you very much, bye, click.
Right, so why can't you do that shit?
Yeah, like, what the fuck, man?
Just be like, this conversation is over.
Yeah, like, not only that, but like, okay, you guys get paid a lot more than we fucking do. And like you guys, you just the only things you care about like is, as I'd mentioned in the surveys, like you just want us to be on the phones on time, which fine, that's partly what you pay for. But you don't care about us as people. You care about